It looks faster, doesn't it, Tom? We're hoping that's going to be enough, right? Surely it's got to be, right? It's got to be. It's plenty of silencings. Wow, is that the torque from yesterday? What? So it made that much more torque?
Yeah.
What?
There.
10 foot-pounds off an exhaust.
Disbelief. Untuned.
Look at the green line, the torque as well at the top. Just the engine's so much happier. Alright chaps, welcome to what can be described as part 2 of our Civic improvements, post-race improvements. We've done the suspension, now we're going to be looking at the power. Can we get any more power out of this? We can also try and get an exhaust that's going to be legal on test days and track days. That'd be lovely as well, wouldn't it? So I'm down here today at Darkside. We're going to be doing a datum, a power dyno datum run, is that what they call it in the data world? We're going to be getting a baseline for what the car is now on Darkside's dyno, and then we're going to be having a 3-inch exhaust and maybe some changes to the intake as well. And maybe, or most likely, we're also going to be changing the exhaust manifold to the 1320 power one that I got for the Integra. So we've got a beastly new header. We're going to go to a 3-inch exhaust from a 2-inch, and we're going to see if we can unlock some mid-range power. Because you might have noticed at Donington, those pesky EP3s, who are our main challengers, they were doing us out of the corners pretty much every time. So we want to try and unlock some mid-range torque from this K24, and with a 3-inch exhaust and a few little changes here and there, hopefully we're going to be able to do that whilst keeping our peak power relatively the same, around 218 brake horsepowers, which is what it was before. Matisse is ready to go. He's excited that I finally brought a Honda down. Remember last time we brought the M3 down and everyone was super excited to see such a well engineered, naturally aspirated engine? Well, I've brought them another down, K24. Let's see what it can do. Right, it's nearly time to get the baseline. So remember, we've got a 2.5-inch exhaust and the car was tuned before. It's got EP3 intake cam, it's got EP3 oil pump, and yeah, it's just a K24A, so it's not got the Frankenstein head or anything. You're going to put the fans on here, or? We're still Arnos doing the dyno today. Matisse is had to go and wash his hair or something, did he say? Yeah. So what power will she make? Remember, it should have been a maximum of 218 and it passed the test at the old dyno, right? So the maximum power it can make is 218, but this dyno is a bit more, should we say realistic maybe? Or a bit harsher?
Side, I would say, yeah. It's a bit on the strict side.
On the strict side, so we'd expect to see maybe 210 peak. But we'll be able to get a baseline anyway today and then work out how much we can go tomorrow. That's what we're doing today. So we're spectating the first run from the office because safety for one, but also for science reasons. But don't worry, we'll be able to hear it. So this is quite funny. Despite the car only revving to 7600 being a K24, a modest one, Stellianos still doesn't rev it all the way, doesn't hit the rev limit. Obviously used to having diesels on here, so anything going above and beyond 7,000 RPM must feel pretty foreign to him. Go on, hit the limit this time. Hit it! Hit it! Hit it! You can see him wincing, like...
Yeah, because that needle keeps going.
To be fair to him, the RPM gauge does read a little bit high in the car. It's probably about 500 RPM north of where it should be, so it does look like it's going beyond. I decided to go into the dyno cell to get a video. I did this with the MR2 and the M3 and was fine, but the EG really hurt my ears. I remember feeling... What? What did you say? It's so loud. Wow, my ears. Right, I just put my ears through some punishment then. I should have really put some defenders on, but I thought, alright, it'll be fine, one pull, but wow. Maybe it's because of the enclosed space or what, but wow, that was loud. But anyway, we've done 3 pulls. We've got 216, 216, 215. So it's about where it should be. That's another 216, so that's good numbers though, good datum. Consistent, yeah.
Yeah, would be.
Not used to having so much torque on here, are you?
No, not really.
216?
I mean, yeah, the dyno was struggling.
The dyno was struggling with the torque, yeah?
Yeah, especially where the VTEC kicks in. I mean, that's insane.
Is that torque the top line, is it?
Yeah.
So 200 Newton meters, that seems kind of low. What's that in pound feet? 140 or something?
Yeah, 160.
It's not a lot, is it? Well, it's 218 is the maximum I can have on the Maha dyno, which as we know may read a little bit higher than this dyno.
Yeah.
So,
likely.
But what we also know is that this, whatever this tune, this setup with the exhaust and everything untouched, passed their inspection at Donington when the car weighed a certain amount. They won't tell us exactly what the power made because of reasons. What is this?
This is a childhood dream.
A childhood dream?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, the man who was just down in our car there, that's his daily driver. But the Civic's in the fab shop. Tomorrow we're going to come back and we're going to do some fab with Tom, and we're going to have a 3-inch exhaust, new branch, and we're going to try and unlock some mid-range power. So I'll see you there. I've only got one head cam unfortunately, so I'll have to wear it. Good morning YouTube, bright and early. We're back, 7:30. Tom's excited as fuck to be on YouTube. He is. We've perhaps hit a bit of a problem because yeah, the boxes that we've got here are going to be a bit too big perhaps for the tunnel on the Civic. But we're just going to have a quick divvy up, aren't we? What have we got down here? This is where you keep all your boxes. Where's your boxes? What?
Silencer.
There's no boxes here. Oh, not toolbox. So this is the Darkside fab shop where all the magic happens. This is my exhaust, but in pieces, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that might be too big, eh?
Definitely too big.
So what's that, 6? It's gonna be tight, that, isn't it? So, funny story. YouTube men's. Josh actually has a silencer that'll fit. So we'll give him a quick ring now.
Hello?
Bonjour.
Morning.
Ça va bien?
No.
Como estás? 24 by 5?
You need it, yeah?
Sí. It's no bueno.
Right.
Cool, cheers, see you in a bit. Good news, he's come in.
Beautiful.
So he said the 3-inch is not too bad here. The one that you've got's not too bad here, but it's going to be fucking hell here. So that's a 24.5, so I reckon it'll be. Yeah. But don't worry, Tom has plenty more for us to do while it'll take him in about an hour and a half to get here because he's from the other side of Hull. There's plenty of stuff for us to be doing. Power! Now, she's got some friction in there, hasn't she? Sometimes there's a lip that we're getting stuck on. I don't think it moved. Hey! Fucking hell, that took some wiggling. I'd have been a bit... I'd have failed the fucking ground clearance test with that, wouldn't I? What about back box? That'd be a back box, could it?
Yeah. I reckon.
Yeah, that'd be a nice back box, that. If you're building a race car, keep the bonnet prop in it. It's not worth it. What are your thoughts on intake? How big's that? 70? 76 is it? And what's that, 80? It needs a boss for the breather as well. That's no problem for you, is it, boss? It's got a real dodgy one at the minute, which is definitely a potential air leak.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good, that, isn't it?
Oh, that's good.
So if you can make that better at the same time, I think that'd be a double win, wouldn't it?
If it's out there, you might be able to fold the gun on.
I don't know what it is.
Oh.
When I got the car, it only had one cable tie on it, so I put another one on just for safety. But yeah, definitely potential problems there, aren't there? That's no good.
Just a tad.
Yeah, a little bit. This looks like an occupational hazard, but it's a Saturday, innit, so those rules don't apply. Oh no. Won't come off though. Right, we just got the old exhaust manifold off. So on the left is the 1320 power one that I got for the Integra. On the right, this is a K-Tune 421 budget, and it does look budget. Look, it's not even stainless. It looks piddly in comparison. Looks like nothing compared to the 1321. So I think we're definitely going to make some gains just by fitting that. It looks faster, doesn't it, Tom? Yeah. Does it? Just looks faster, so it's definitely going to be a better time. Just have a listen to what Tom says here.
Power steering hose might need tie wrapping somewhere.
That power steering hose might need cable tying out of the way. This is important because in the next episode, in part 3, that causes me a right headache. What's that?
Power steering hose might need tie wrapping somewhere.
So we've put this new manifold on and it's super large. It only just fits to the drive shaft, and I think it's just touching the steering right. Yeah, this runner, I mean it skips it there, but it does touch on here, Tom. Just a little bit. I don't know if it's just touching because it's a heat shield or if it's just, yeah, it's right. Oh, it's on the subframe there as well. Motherfucker. I did it upside down with it. Yeah, I have put it upside down, haven't I? That's why it won't reach. This should be all the way. Well, it's a tight fit. Oh, I think that might have been causing all the problems, Tom. So this should be there. Because that was pressing up into that, it was causing it to be on the steering rack. So now it's all free. So yeah, that was causing all the problems. That was pushing it down, which was causing it to... now this is released, look, it's free.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Exciting times, man. Now if it only just fucking come off. Oh. Okay, so I mean, let's not put it on all the way, but we can see now that it's still very close, but it's free.
It's free.
So, and obviously when the engine yeets anyway, it's gonna self-clearance, isn't it? That was slightly shitting my pants territory. If that wouldn't have fitted, we have to put the fucking other one back on, which looks wank. Tom would like to be sponsored by Cadbury's Dairy Milk if you're watching. Thanks. Is that your breakfast?
Sure is.
Jesus. Don't worry, I'm going to edit this into like a real nice groovy beat thing. So it's not just you walking around looking lost. So the diameter stays the same, but it allows you to weld it.
Yeah.
Are you excited yet? He's smiling. Josh is here now to monitor the fabrication. We made some good progress, as you can see. Tom's just about done the front section now. And he's actually having a good time, he says. So. We're just struggling to get this slip joint on. So we're just going to take the manifold off and do it off the car and then wiggle it back on. Hopefully, anyway. Is it off?
Yeah.
I think I had to come down this side first, was it? Oh, which side was it? They're not sided, are they, Josh?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah, right. It only goes on one way.
Oh, it only goes on one way?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Good, yeah?
Keep going.
I was worried about this. Got all of it.
Eyes. There's another one somewhere. Here. Nice one, cheers boys.
Yeah.
What do you want eggs for? Can't believe you bought some boiled eggs.
You not like them?
Yeah, but like supermarket boiled eggs, come on. You got it?
Yeah. Oh, you fucking dick.
Alright, sit his feet.
Alright, don't worry.
Right, just a little bit of an update for you. Tom's nearly there with the exhaust. He's just on the fitting to the back box. And Josh is on with the fab now as well. In his element in the Darkside fab shop. He's doing the intake, the new intake runner. Yes, onto there. For some reason this is time lapse. I don't know why it's a time lapse, but all the other clips are videos, but this is a time lapse. Yeah. So we're just getting the exhaust on, having a good time. Yeah, everyone's just having a good time, even Tom. And then Ryan popped over to have a look to say hello and ended up leading me over to Dispatch, where he thought he might have some parts that might interest me.
No stop? No. That's upstairs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna find some or not?
Yeah? Yeah, we've got some, just not the RS3 one.
Ah.
A, B, C, D, E, F, there. Different make, I think they are. So instead of putting better brakes on them, they're just... I think they've got like a clip that goes right bottom arm, but they'll not work for you, so...
Will you use cable ties?
Yeah, just tie wrap them on. We've got plenty of shagging stories, haven't it?
Mate, you've got so many stories about everything. Come and look at this. Ryan sorted us out. He says, why haven't you got any of these on your car? Oh, spot. Can you spot it? Can you spot it? Can you spot it? Yes, we've got some brake ducts because we were struggling with the brakes, weren't we? So these are only, I think they're off the Porsche Macan or something, about tenner each. Yeah, so even if we smash them off, not a big deal. I've secured it to the drop link as well, so it can't go that way. So it shouldn't interfere with this, hopefully, but yeah, all good. Matisse is ready and waiting to do some tuning, look. He can't wait. Tuning man can't wait to get his hands on it. Oh!
Shit out of him, innit? There'll be a lot of that.
Hot.
Very hot.
I'll do.
It's spinning around.
Right, the exhaust is done. So, big thanks to Tom. Shockingly, it took a bit longer than what we thought, but he's done an electric performance. Yeah, he just zapped me with his welder. I was the earth, basically, when putting the V-bands on. So what we've got the Fabrication Mafia. He's done that upside down. Maybe it's meant to be like that, I don't know. Maybe that's how they do it. Fabrication Mafia. We've got a 3-inch exhaust, we've got a 12-inch silencer and a 24-inch side, well, 12-inch back box, 24-inch silencer down the middle. And we're hoping that's going to be enough, right? Surely it's got to be, right? It's got to be. It's plenty of silencings. Hopefully that's enough. So, thanks to Tom for his efforts. So we've got the 1320 4-branch into the 3-inch system. True 3-inch all the way. Yeah, it's looking really good. Hopefully it sounds as good as it looks, and crucially isn't too loud. If it is, we'll probably just have to change that rear box for a larger one, but that was the biggest they had on hand. He's finally, this is the first time we've seen him all day with a measuring device in his hand. What are you measuring? The flexi. He's measuring the flexi. So we've overrun a little bit on the exhaust preparation, and we still need to get on the dyno yet today. So we're going to throw it on as is, see what difference just the exhaust makes, and then we can tune it from there. Thanks, Tom. So we've got the intake as well. Yeah, we're going to see what it sounds like. Josh is going to start it up. Fingers crossed. It's not a loud bastard. Sounds good. Tuning time. Right, dyno time. Right, we're just doing a little mini service on the, well, I'm changing the spark plugs. It's not a service, is it? But Josh is just wiring up the
crudely, don't it?
the wideband sensor. tweet. Oh wow, it's really fucking done that pipe. I'm gonna have to replace that, I think.
Power steering hose might need tear up in somewhere.
Oh, you ever feel it's more fucked than I'd like to see. It's good that we spotted it. Whoever spotted it.
Paul spotted it. Paul take full credit. Power steering hose might need tear up in somewhere. Just get cable tight to that high pressure line out the way like that. Right. That'll be a no then.
What?
It's not right. Right, there we go. Why? Always way.
Oh, cheers.
By the way, we do all take pizzas as payment.
Oh yeah. Right, it's time to see what the 3-inch exhaust and the slightly bigger intake has done. We are in a different air filter as well, simply because we couldn't get the other one off. Basically, that's why that's there. But yeah, so we've gone from 76mm to 80mm pipe here with a better fitting there, because you remember that was a bit crap, if you remember. And we've gone from a 2.5-inch to a 3-inch exhaust, but also we've got a different header. Will it make any more power by default? Let's find out. Remember, 216 was the corrected figure from yesterday. That's the graph from yesterday. Let's see what the difference is. 216 before, what do you reckon now with your exhaust on it?
210.
210. Yeah, it didn't sound...
flat at some point.
It went very flat, yeah.
225 there.
Weird, VTEC crossover seemed strong, but then it just seemed to like fade out, doesn't it?
Because it's trying to
It's not putting enough
loads of power, but it don't have the fuel to make it.
Right.
That's more than a 4.
227. 11 horsepower gains. If that were an American down, it would be 30, wouldn't it? Definitely sounded not as keen to go. I know it made the power, I know it was the fuel, but it's, you can tell, can't you, straight away? Right, so the results are in. So the uncorrected figure from yesterday was 220. The uncorrected figure from today is basically 233, the 232.9. So, what's that? 13 horsepower. Just shy of 13 horsepower, Captain, uncorrected. Not bad that, is it?
Good job, Mr. Tom.
Well done, Tom. Right, you're going to hear me mention uncorrected and corrected figures quite a lot. Corrected basically means the dyno doing a little calculation for stuff, whereas uncorrected is just the raw value that it's calculated. Fabrication Mafia, but the important bits are not up there, it's here, isn't it? Hosh, isn't it Hosh? Tuna Hosh.
No, not tuna.
Yeah, because the red lines are yesterday and the blue lines are today. So this is like getting into no excuses territory, isn't it? Wow, is that the torque from yesterday? What?
You what?
This is
The red line below the blue.
Yeah. What? So it made that much more torque?
Yeah.
What?
There.
What's the peak numbers on the torque? Is it easy to see? Or do you have to work it out from that?
Well.
That's like 180 on the red line, right?
Yeah.
And that's like 190? 10 foot-pounds off an exhaust?
Disbelief. Untuned. Well, you got the manifold as well, remember?
Ah, the manifold probably made a good difference in it as well. Wow. Like if I was just some boy off the streets that just had an exhaust fit, I'd be buzzing, wouldn't I? Like fucking hell. That's good that. So there we go, baseline 2. Maybe it was the air filter 2, yeah, maybe. It's all coming together. So yeah, but obviously that's too much power. We would be, we still don't have as much power as what Joe had last year, would we? Oh god. But we would, yeah, we'd be a fair few horsepowers bad. So what do we do? Hosh, what do? We try and keep all this, if not get more of this, and then get rid of that at the end. It's only making the power right at the top, isn't it, really?
Well, we need to
over
get
7 grand.
220 as early as possible.
Yeah.
And then just knock it down from there.
Well done, Mr. Tom. Fabrication Mafia. Again, but he's making Well, he's revving it a bit too high on the map, on the Joe map. Revving up to 8,000, which is alright, reasonable, but we don't need to rev that high, really. But Josh is in there, in his element, him and Matisse. Found it. Thanks.
Like this is how you tune a diesel.
Huh?
Like you increase torque, this is the torque limit to this stuff.
Wow. Easy mode.
Then it goes like timing maps where it goes from injection quantity to timing, semi-boost, semi-everything.
Cheers. You alright there, sir?
Brint is. Exhale the Brint.
You having a good time?
Yeah.
What's
Okay, you want to see the full graph?
Yeah.
It's pretty decent, the full graph. Like, blurred down, like, we've gained blurs in beta. And that's on the. Is that from. That's from the 220, isn't it? Not from the run that we did.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tune it right good. Alright, we're a couple hours on. Pizza and beverages are now fueling the late night fun.
Secret.
This is top secret stuff.
Kind of.
It's not for a vlog.
Alright, we're just doing some dyno compares. Tuning beverages. So we've done quite a lot of runs now. How many pulls have we done? About 20 or something?
Quite a lot. That's including the full
33 from yesterday.
33 runs. So we're just trying to find that sweet spot.
The Golf, I think, over 900 runs on
The Golf, some 900 runs. Fuck. So yeah, what we're trying to achieve now, remember, is just to have the peak figure at a legal level for the class that we're in. But obviously to keep the power as strong as we can in the mid, which we've got from the 3-inch and etc. But just trying to make sure it's not going to be... we're going to be conservative, I think. Because we're going to gain so much in the mid, then we're being conservative on the peak because, you know, if we do have all this extra power, then we're going to be that bit more competitive. Especially when the softer front springs as well, there'll be no stopping it. Matisse is staying super late, so thank you very much. What's that? You love Hondas, naturally aspirated engines so much. Right, we're all done with our Class A race map. As you can see, quite a lot of runs. So thanks to the lads' effort, particularly Josh. Having a good time there. Yeah, I see you put your tuning clothes on, ready for the occasion. I've got the hybrid on as well today, look at that, yeah. Hybrid Racings, because they won't be too happy with the hybrid Racings because we've not got the US dyno numbers on the screen. But two graphs that are on the screen now then, I'll put them on perhaps so you can see them a bit better on the screen. Right, so what's happening here then is torque. Peak power is within 1%. It makes peak power at 6,000 RPM, which is not a very Honda thing to do, but that's the way it is. And yeah, we've got the rev limiter still at 8,000. So the main things here is, what we set out to do was to get a lot more power in the mid-range with that 3-inch exhaust, and that is exactly what we've done. Yeah, look at the green line, the torque as well at the top. Just the engine's so much happier with this 3-inch exhaust, and we're still only making, these are uncorrected figures. The corrected was 217 I think, which is right in where we want to be. So yeah, having a good time. Are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just need to lower that rev limit. You've left it at the cool rev limit, not the safe rev limit.
It's safe like that.
Yeah. There's Because most people rev these K24s to 8, and Joe did all last year, and Josh has done all his engines up to 8. But because this one was 7.6 and so reliable, I want to keep it there, really. Yeah. Right, that brings us to the end of stage 2 of our post Donington improvements. We did the suspension, I did a full video on the suspension and all that. I did a lot of mucking about with corner weights and stuff, but we've just made the gains there which will outweigh all of that, won't it? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so what did we come to Darkside for? We came to make the same peak power but to gain a load in the mid-range by fitting a 3-inch exhaust, and then we also fitted a slightly bigger intake and made that a bit nicer as well. And what did we achieve? We achieved exactly what we set out to do with the help of Tom, Matisse, and of course Hosh. So we're going to have some more little bits to do to the Civic before its next race. It's not racing for another fortnight, and we are doing a test day. I was trying to think about sneak a track day in, but I don't think I will. But obviously if I do, I'll bring you along for the ride. Josh really wants me to enter a race next weekend with him at Anglesey. So yeah, we achieved what we set out to do. Really successful day. Of course, thanks to Darkside for the facilities. Josh has had time of his life today. It's the first time he's been here. Yeah.
Time of my life is probably stretched though.
Time of your life is what he's had. You wanted to be here today working on my car rather than preparing yours for next week. That's the truth.
It's interesting in words.
I think I saw Tom smiling a few times. So it's all good. Alright, thanks for watching then. Thank the Patreons. I'll see you in a future video.